Hi, James here from Rocks and James with another tip for you. Today we're going to be talking about snacking. And I'm not going to assault or take away your snacks. I just want to help you in your journey of awareness so that you'll pick better snacks, healthier snacks. I've got a couple different groups here on this table. We're going to go through some of them. Some of the things that are out there are confusing, right? We got marketing. Marketing in the food industry, they're geniuses. They take advantage of the shifts in people's desire for health or for whatever, right? Emotions, all these different things that they take advantage of. And right now, we see a lot of labeling that they're using as marketing. For instance, we could be looking at something that has organic, gluten-free, has non-GMO, has vegan, all of these things. Those are things that people are now starting to pay attention to. And I'm glad, I'm glad that your awareness is bringing you to that place. But that doesn't always mean something is healthy. Something could still have these labels and have other ingredients in it that could be problematic, meaning it could cause your blood sugar to spike, it could cause your metabolism to be out of whack, which is kind of the same thing, which then throws your hormones and your neurologically and cognitively, it throws you out of whack and creates brain fog and all that sort of thing. So something like this could, now this doesn't, but it could have all of those labels and still have sugar in it, right? Which throws everything out. Now what this does have is a grain in it. And grain in and of itself is hard because we end up eating, the way we put it in products, the way we process it, we end up eating too much of it, right? So now you sit down and you don't just eat 1 or 2 rice cakes, you eat half a bag, and you're getting all this carb into your system, which again throws off your blood sugar levels, which is problematic, all right? So we can look at then, oh, okay, well, why don't we get some healthy beef jerky, all right? Here we have beef jerky that's 100% grass-fed, okay? That's good, but the second ingredient is sugar. That's a problem. We need to get around that, right? What else can we do? Well, if we look over here on the healthy side, got beef jerky. This beef jerky, yes, more expensive, but my health is worth it, right? I'm worth it. This, and I don't eat tons of this stuff, I just snack on it a little bit here and there, and especially beef jerky is just a good small amount snack, right? And this has no sugar, 100% grass-fed, and no soy or anything like that in it that's going to cause problems for me, okay? So it's a choice, right? And making sure to read ingredients and not be fooled simply by the labels. I see people going through the market going, oh, says organic, says gluten-free, says non-GMO. They're not reading the ingredients or thinking about how will this affect my blood sugar. Things like grains, when we eat large amounts of them, and especially in a processed form, can act like sugar or create sugars in our system as they break down, all right? So we look at things like a cold cereal, right? Here's one. It looks healthy. It's got, it's whole grain. It's organic. Definitely not gluten-free, so they can't use that label. And gluten does cause us some trouble, big time, on a cognitive level, in a gut level, that sort of thing. So we want to watch for those things. And then let's look and see, does this one have any sugar in it? It has malted barley, which can be considered a sugar. Let's see, what else have we got in here? Well, other than that, it does have the soybeans in there, which I kind of want to avoid. And it doesn't say non-GMO, which definitely, if I'm going to do soy or corn or different grains, I would want non-GMO. It doesn't say that. So kind of tricky, right? You're kind of like going, well, it says it is. It's got almonds in it. And boy, it's got a nice catchy title to it and everything. On the other hand, we could look at this cold cereal. This cold cereal has no grains. It's not going to affect my blood sugar. It's got fats in it and nuts, which bring some fat to them. There is a teeny bit of honey in this, and honey is a sugar. So we do want to be careful of that, but it's a super small amount in here. And the other thing, because it's got fat content and nuts, it's not one of those cold cereals that you're going to eat forever and ever and ever. You're really good after a small amount. And that's a great thing because my kids, I don't know about yours, but if I leave a box of cereal out, it's gone. Like in a breakfast, it's gone. Because they'll just eat like a couple bowls of it. And if I let them, that's all they'll eat. And so we want to avoid that. So choices, right? Read the ingredients. Think about how is this going to affect my metabolism, my blood sugar, which affects how the rest of my body functions, right? Now we can look at something like oh, a chip, right? This is oven baked, or it's non-GMO, or it's organic, and yet it's got this oil in it that comes from, you know, like sunflower or something like that, which is not the kind of oil we want to be consuming. And then it's not only that, but it's cooked at high temperatures in that oil. That's problematic as well, right? We've got this chip here. These chips are organic, non-GMO, they're gluten-free. I can look and see, is there any no sugar, right? And I look at that and go, but it's full of carbs. And I'm not just going to eat 4 or 5 chips. I'm probably going to down half this bag as I'm watching TV, doing my work, whatever it is I'm doing, right? Reading a book. And so I'm going to get too much of an influx of carb into my system without really anything to counteract that. And again, because we're snacking, we're usually eating too much of one thing. Instead of maybe, hey, let's have some healthy nuts. These bring fats. I don't tend to eat a ton of them because they do have the fat content in them. They're satiating at an earlier time, so I don't eat a ton of them. And it's a good natural product without any salt, or not salt, this has some salt, without any sugar or some of the carbs that can come along with other snacks. Now, I can take and cut up some romaine leaves and use this for a taco. I can roll meat in it. I can eat it just by itself. I can use it to dip things in. I can put it in a lunch and take it easily in a Tupperware, in a baggie, and have that, or just have some in the fridge. And this takes seconds to make, you know, especially if you buy those romaine leaves that are already pretty much ready to go, and you just pull some leaves off and cut them down, right? And those are organic. So now my pesticide residue is at least less, right? I've got cucumbers in here. This took me seconds to peel and cut up into spears. I can use those inside of a dip. This is just some soaked nuts with some avocado blended up, a little bit of sea salt, that sort of thing. Now I got a nice, yummy, healthy dip. The kids don't really know what it is, but know it tastes good, and I can dip any of these in it. I got fruit. Now fruit you want to be careful of. You don't want to eat too much fruit because it is full of sugar. So an apple a day is different than 5 apples a day, or making a smoothie chock full of way more fruit than you would eat at any one sitting. Fruit is convenient. In today's world, it's readily available, but we don't get it ripe from the tree like we need to, and we get too much of it. So fruit can be a good, healthy snack as long as we don't eat too much of it. 1 or 2 apples a day, that's good. Berries, that's good. Handful 2 a day, but not like all day long every day, and a smoothie full of them. Smoothie should be full of greens with a little bit of fruit maybe to sweeten it up. I got some mini peppers, right? I can have the full-size peppers cut up, mini peppers available, chew on those. Good healthy snack on the go, readily available, and easy to take places, and a nice fun thing, tasty thing to chew on. So what we're looking at is your awareness, right? Your awareness in today's world is improving because we do understand we need to make better choices. You're probably watching this because you're already making better choices. What we want to do is continue that awareness to the level of, okay, do the labels mean it's healthy, or do I need to look at what's in it? You need to look at what's in it. What is going to be healthy for my blood sugar, keeping my metabolism well and even, and making sure that I don't get spikes in my blood sugar, that's bringing good fats and good nutrition into my system, and is not also causing me to eat too much of any one thing. Remember, snacking is just that. It's snacking. It's little bits of food in between your larger meals that you should be having on a regular basis. All right. Healthy snacking, happy snacking. Peace out.